Hi everyone. I'm good. I'm going to start with grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons on aplustudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 math and then click on the all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter radical expressions. The lessons we're going to cover today are simplify radical expressions within distributive property, simplify radical expressions, mixed review, and divide radical expressions. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So I'm on grade 9 now. Chapter 1 right now is radical expressions. Let's just start with the lesson that is simplify radical expressions within the distributive property. Multiply, write your answer in simplest form. Square root 3 times negative 8 minus square root 2. So basically, you are going to use the multiplication property of square root that says that square root AB equals square root A times square root. Negative 8 times square root 3 plus negative 2 times square root 3. So we can write it as negative 8 times square root 3 minus 3 times 2. That is negative 8 square root 3 minus square root 6. Let's just start with the test questions. Multiply. So negative 9 times square root 3 is negative 9 square root 3 plus square root 3 times square root 2. That is negative 9 square root 3 and plus square root 3 times 2. Negative 9 square root 3 plus square root 6. So option number 2 is the correct option. That is negative 9 square root 3 plus square root 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is negative 9 square root 3 plus square root 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. Multiply negative square root 2, negative 2 minus square root. Negative 2 times negative square root 2 is 2 square root 2 minus square root 2 times 2. That is 2 square root 2 plus 2 square. 2 and square root cancel out. So it would be 2 square root 2 plus option number 1 is the correct option. Two square root 2 plus 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Multiply right to answer is in plus 1. That is negative 5 square root 3 minus square root 3 times 2. That is 5 square root 3 minus square root 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Negative 5 square root 3 minus square root 6. Option number 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Multiply negative square root 5 times negative 9 minus square root. That is 9 square root 5 plus square root 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Nine square root 5 plus square root 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Multiply, write your answer in simplest form. That is 6 square root 2 plus square root 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 6 square root 2 plus square root 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. Square root 2 times 4 minus square root 5. That is 4 square root t minus square root 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 4 square root 2 minus square root 10. Option number square root 3 times 7 minus square root 5. Square root 3, that is 7 square root 3 minus square root 15. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 7 square root 3 minus square root 15. Option 2 is the correct. Option number 2 is the correct option. Minus square root 2 times minus 6 plus square root 3. That is 6 square root 2 minus square root 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 6 square root 2 minus square root 6. That is 6 square root 2 minus square root 6. Option number B is the correct option. Multiply square root 2 times 8 minus square root 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is minus 2 plus 8 square root 2. Option number 3 is the correct option. So you can complete the lesson by yourself every day. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Simplify radical expressions makes table. Let's just start with the lesson. Simplify 84 K5, square root 84 K5. So we need to we need to make the prime factor. We need to write down the prime factors of 84. They are 2 times, 2 times, 3 times 7. Prime factors means all the factors must be a prime number, right? And then we can split the K5 as K4 times K. We have 2 square and K4. So we can write 2 and square root cancel out. We are left with 2K square and 21K. Let's just start with the first questions. Square root 350. Let's just write down the prime factors of 350. So first thing I'm going to write down the prime factors. 350 divided by 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 5 is 10. Now 175 divided by 3, but it cannot be divided by 2. So we have to divide it by 5. That is 35. And then 35 divided by 7, that is 5. And then 5 divided by 5, that is 1. So we need to keep dividing until we have the answer. It would be 2 times 5 times 5 times 7. 2 times 5 times 5 times 7. So we can write it as 5 square, 2 times 7. 2 and square root cancel out. We have 5 square root 14. So option number 2 is the correct option. It would be 5 square root 14. Option number 3 is the correct option. That is 5 square root 14. Option number 2 is the correct option. One hundred 47 and 4. So let's just write down the five factors of 147, right? So the five factors are 7 times 3. Yes, they are 7 times 3. And F4 we can add as F square and F square, right? So we have 7 square times F square times F square times square root. So all these squares are cancelled out with the square root. So we are left with 7F square and square root. So option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. 7F square times root. Negative 7 minus 7 square root 7. So for the both of them, like square root 7 is like the like term, right? So you can collect the like terms. So negative 7 minus 1 is negative 8 square root 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. That will be negative 8 square root 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. 315. 3 times 3 times 35. 3 times 3 times 35. 3 square 35. Square and square root cancel out, so that is 3 square root 35. Option number 3 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 3 square root 35. Option number 2 is the correct. Square root 18, which is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 3 square root. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify. Square root 84 K5. So which is the correct option? Option number 2 is the correct option. Negative 9 square root 3 plus 2 root 3. Option 2 is the correct option, that is negative 8 square root 3. Option number 3 is the correct option. Subtract negative 3 square root 5 minus negative 8 square root 5. That is negative 11 square root 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Add 8 square root 3 plus 8 square root 3. That is 16 square root 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Parents lesson is divided radical expressions. Negative 8 divided by let's just start with the decimal. 6 divided by 4 minus 4. So we need to rationalize. We need to multiply 4 minus 45, multiply and divide by 4 plus 4 square root 5. So 6 times 4 is 24 plus 6 square root 5. And for the denominator, that is a minus b and a plus b. So a minus b and a plus b is a square minus b square. That is 24 plus 6 square root 5. It would be 16 minus 5. 24 plus 6 square root 5 divided by 11. 24 plus 6 will be 5 divided by 11. Option number two is the correct option. Option number one is the correct. 8 divided by negative 6 plus 3. 8 divided by negative 6 plus 43 times negative 6 minus 43. Negative divided by negative 6 minus 43. Eight times 6 is 48, negative 48 minus 8 squared divided by negative 6 squared minus square root 3 squared. Negative 48 minus 8 square root 3 divided by 36 minus 3. Option number one is the correct option. Simplify 7 divided by 4 minus square root 3. 7 divided by 4 minus square root 3 multiply 4 plus square root 3 divided by 4 plus square root. 7 plus 4, 7 times 4 is 28 plus 7 square root 3, 4 square is 16 minus 3. So it will be 28 plus 7 square root 3 over 30. So option number two is the correct option. Option number two is the correct option. So divided by 2 minus square root 3. Option number two is the correct option. That is 6 plus 3 square root. Option number two is the correct option. And 4 divided by 10 plus 12. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, that's option number one. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Okay. So we will working on grade 9 math chapter. We will working on is radical expressions and lessons we have followed today are simplify radical expressions using the distributive property. Simplify radical expressions makes review and divide radical expressions. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you don't have the download the lessons, you can simply click on the like chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. Here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? No questions?